Hi everyone! Today I'm in my kitchen and I just wanted to share with you all some of the equipment and tools that I use in my kitchen that really help me in my daily tasks. So the first thing I want to show you is my kettle tipper. Now you can buy these from most places. I got mine from Amazon. Now, all you do is, I like to do it this way just to make my life a bit easier. Base goes in. Kettle goes in on top. They should fit most kettles, but do check, there are different ones for different types of kettles. The Velcro strap goes around the back of the kettle, through the loop, and then fasten it tightly. Now if you do struggle with this, it's easy for someone to help you with that, that's not a problem. Now the only problem I do have with this is it's very difficult to then lift this whole thing over to the sink and back again. So what I tend to do is fill up a jug, pour the jug in, and then turn the kettle on. So what I then do is get my cup with my tea, my coffee, my hot Ribena, whatever you want to do, and I just push it to the front there, and then with very little force whatsoever, I just tip the kettle forward. It's not going to fall out of the cradle, it's very safe. And there we are, we have our cup of tea. The next thing I want to talk about is my chip basket. It's cost me £2 from eBay. And it's very simple, so imagine if this was on the stove, it'd be incredibly hot, full of boiling water. Now what I do is you just put this in like you would to fry chips, and I'm just going to use these tomatoes as an example. So you pour in whatever it is you're cooking and off it goes, boiling away. Now the problem is they're now cooked and I want them out, but I don't want to deal with this hot pan that I cannot safely carry. So all I would do is lift this up, give it a good shake, and then all that is just what I've been cooking. You can leave the boiling water, wait till it's cold, and then try and deal with tipping that down the sink. The next thing I want to talk about is my can opener. It's a can and jar opener, and the way it works is you just spin this and it makes these bigger or smaller depending on the size of the can. So what I would do is just place it on like that, turn it when I feel like it's secure, then take the jar and just twist. Now it looks quite angry, but it's not very difficult. And then if you struggle to put jars back on, you turn it, twist it, and then it's tight. Now just to show you the difference, that they do go much smaller, just some squash, so that attaches, just do that, and off it comes. The next thing I want to talk about is my Abili-Grips. Now these are just like bike handles, and they're just foam, they don't weigh anything, and they are just for cutlery, pens, whatever you want them for. There's a hole in the middle which expands, so normally I would get someone to help me with this, especially if the cutlery is quite thick. So then I have a fork with a much better and easier grip for me to use for my dinners, so I can just use my fist to eat. I don't have to try and grip something very small, which I do find extremely difficult. Do the same with a spoon. Use that, and then they just pull off, they wash, and you can use them for whatever. I only have one set, and for example, if you want to use it, if you have pens and you just can't seem to find a pen that's thick enough for you to use, what I do is I put that in, and then I have a much bigger pen. I've known people that use these on paintbrushes. The last thing I want to talk about is my peeler. Now my peeler has a really thick handle as opposed to most peelers, so I've got a good grip on there. It does julienne and regular. As you can see, this works really well. I mean, I'm not the best at peeling, but the thick handle, there is not a lot of strain. It's the holding of the potato that's more difficult, and if I want to, I can put that in a wedge or something so I can hold it down. Now what I really want to stress to everyone is some things will work for you, some things won't. I've been through a lot of different equipment and some of the stuff is just rubbish. It doesn't do what it says it will. But that's fine. That's why I wanted to do this video and just show what works for me. If there's something that works for you, please leave it down in the comments, share, let's get this equipment out there and just let people know what there is. I just want to end with 2 top tips that I have for medical assistance equipment in your kitchen. So the first one is think about what it is you are buying. If you are buying a chip basket to help you with your daily tasks, look for chip basket. Don't look for disabled helping equipment, because then they'll be triple the price and there's no need for that. Try and think outside the box as what something might be called. Just quickly explain it to someone. Someone might have a different way of phrasing it. Just have a look at that and it might actually cut your prices in half. My second tip is just keep an ear out, keep an eye out, see what you can find. If there is something that, if you're struggling with a spatula to do your cooking or stirrers with your cooking, keep an eye out, see if there are ones with thicker handles. If you know there is something that helps you, with writing, with driving, if there's something that you do that helps, why not keep an eye out and see if there's a sort of equipment that looks the same and could function the same way. Prime example is my peeler. Now my peeler we just found for £2, I think in just a regular food shop. We were just looking around and saw one with such a big handle and thought, wow, isn't that going to be fantastic for me? And it is. I've had one that's more supposed to be for somebody that has problems with their hands and holding on to things, and that works just as well. So it is all about just getting a feel around, seeing what you like, what you don't like, and just giving things a go. And if it is something that's quite a big purchase, do your research, ask around. There are many pages out there that specialise in equipment, and there are many sites that have reviews, because some of these things, like the Kettle Tipper, have changed the way I can do things. I couldn't make rounds of tea because I couldn't lift the kettle. I used to burn myself so much I was basically banned from doing it. Now with that, I can do it all myself. Okay, fine, I can't carry the drinks around the house, but something as simple as making a cup of tea can make you feel really human when sometimes things get really stressful. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all for my next video.